All right, I am going to have a go at the Observer's weekly Everyman crossword. First, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Last week, I gave you this unseasonably long one. Leaders of democratic independent countries, theoretically, actually totalitarian oligarchies, Russia say. Well, you take the leaders, the first letters of all the remaining words, and it spells out dictators, so the wordplay acts as the definition. This week, dog on outskirts of Battersea seeks equivalent. 6 letters. Dog on outskirts of Battersea seeks equivalent, and the fourth letter is S. All right, let's see what Everyman has for us. Oh, and then I have to click again. Ooh, exciting changes are coming. Well, that strikes fear in my heart. Anyway, let us go into the settings. Good, it kept my settings from last week. Show the timer, all right. One across, mess up drink request for the most part. Ooh, yeah, I mean, for the most part, is it a hidden clue? Mess up might be an anagram. Yeah, I don't quite get that. Ooh, here's a long one, yeah, a couple of 15 letters. So involved a decision for intellectuals, say Cockney. All right, we're going to be dropping our H's. So I think the definition is, oh, maybe the definition is so, as it happened or something, but then it involved a decision for intellectuals. All right, what's a word in there that might have an H we can drop? No, I'm not getting it. Horned or horned God, wicked one that'll cure all. Oh, well, horned God might be Pan. Oh, wicked one. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a Onahotan panacea that'll cure all. Horned God, I mean, wait, ace could be one. It could also be wicked one, as in a candle that has a wick. Yeah, oh, one might be A at the end. Okay, so wicked then. Am I spelling panacea right? It looks wrong. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, no, it's wicked, as in something you approve of. That's wicked. That's cool. That's ace. There we go. Mysterious giant mice exploding. All right, I think we're going to anagram giant mice, and I think we'll get enigmatic for mysterious. All right, that's mess up drink request. I think mess up is probably the definition. Maybe we'll have a drink. Ooh, a request might be a plea, and then for the most part we drop the A. So mess up, and we need a little drink. Tea, ale, gin. Yeah, I'm not getting that. It can't be too many words that mean mess up. All right, let's try step, not half, travel, travel with long steps, 6 letters. Yes, I think we're going to have step, not half. Might be something like pace, but only the first two letters, P-A. And then travel, a short word for travel. And I think then the definition is travel with long steps. No, I don't get that. Recovered from intense blow, sporting affliction. No, I don't get that. Meet up with Carol, she's not on time. Yeah, what's the meet up with, I think? Which Carol is it? Forderman. Um, Meet up with, reconnoiter. Just not getting that. Proportions half if that's taking 50%. Yeah, oh well. Proportion might be ratio, but I don't know how half if, oh, maybe that's as that is, i.e., but taking 50%. No, deliveries 100 tons as ham this'll do. 100, 100 IC. I think tons can be just T as ham. And meat. No, not getting that at all. Alas, sadly, as an alternative, admitted Everyman ultimately, no hoper. Who, alas, sadly, might be an anagram of alas, and then as an alternative, maybe R, O-R, and that's going to admit Everyman ultimately the N, I suppose. And 4-3. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. What's a no-hoper? Done for? No, don't get it either. Primarily, all right, we have our weekly primarily clue. Cumbersomely rambling, you piece together its components like this. All right, those words spell out cryptic like this, yeah. Bags of salt in small amounts. Oh, I'm wondering if bags of is the definition and then salt. Well, NaCl, but I don't think that's in any word. But a salt could be a tar, RNAB, a sailor, and that goes inside a word for small amounts. Everything counts. No, commit burglary with mafiosi, a mafiosi uptown. In the end, I'll sing. Oh, well, the fat lady sings in the end, but yeah, I was just thinking about in the end, maybe the last letter is the opposite of the primarily clue. But in the end of those first words, Tyhin, I don't get that. I'm wondering if it's just commit burglary, steal. With mafiosi uptown. Yeah, I don't see it. Against, church, boxing, plonk, Dutch, sold. Oh, well, I think boxing is probably a positional word. So against, and then church, CH or CE, and that's going to go around a word for wine, I think. But then what's the definition? Dutch sold? No. No. Oxford University, often admitting a German bill and later another. That's capital. All right, I think it's going to be a capital city. A German, I think that's probably ein. And then bill can be AC, or an ad, and then later another. So I think then later on in the word we'll have another one of the bills, I suppose, bill words. Now, Oxford University, I suppose it can be, oh yeah, I mean Oxford University Press, OUP, but I think it's Oxford University often something that it's called. Is there another German word for a other than ein? Eine, as up masculine and feminine. Yeah, I should be able to think of a capital city with EIN inside it, but I'm not thinking of one. Departures that are listed in charts. Don't get that. And groups of performers without safety equipment. Oh, well, without can mean going around on the outside of. So could it be a word for performers going around? Ooh, PPE, right? Personal protection equipment. And that's going to be in groups. Doesn't give a lot of letters, though, for performers. Or maybe it's groups of performers and it's going to be something like no PPE or no hats, no helmets, no something, no nets. Oh, yes, that's it exactly. Working without a net. All right, let's go back to the downs. Barber is, we're told, very nearly vertical. So I think it must be a homophone for a barber. Our barber is, excuse me. And what's a word for very nearly vertical? Yeah, just something off true or something, they say. All right, how about gives another polish to snubs? All right, I think rebuffs would do it. Prostrate, eyes closed. What'll keep nobleman warm in bed? All right, so I think the straight definition is lying down with your eyes closed. I mean, surely something to do with sleep. But then what'll keep nobleman warm in bed? Um, Lady of the night? No. Hot water bottle. Oh, nobleman might be a knight with a K. Yeah, something like something for the night. What do you say when you go to bed? Prostrate. Yeah, not out with the lights, down with the something. Yeah, but I do think it might be something the night. But it'll be all right in the night. Prostrate. No, I don't see it. Further allusion, regularly unnecessary. All right, are we going to take every other letter of unnecessary? Further allusion. I think, in the footnotes they might say ibid for the same reference, which could be an allusion. But I don't know how that's regularly unnecessary. I'm not seeing anything in the word unnecessary itself. NEES, no. But could it be ibid? Now meet up with Carol would begin with B, and 13 would begin with D. No, cut string taken from dachshund. That's clever. The definition is to cut, and an old meaning of that is to ignore somebody intentionally, to cut them or to shun them, and it is a string of letters taken from the dachshund. All right, source of music, that's long and high. Now, is it going to be a musical instrument? Yeah, I wonder in what way is it high? Literally high or high as a kite? Perhaps Jack's a funny fellow. Well, a jack might be a playing card, and a funny fellow is a card. Oh dear, spooners ridden at speed for quantity of ale. Tankard comes to mind. Tankard, anchored. No. What's another? Ridden at speed. So the speed word would begin with a T sound. No, I don't get that. Succeed in with Rev's support, getting help posting notices. I think succeed in is going to be the definition with Rev's support. Now it sounds like reverend, but could it be like rev your engine? Oh, gun can be that. And then getting help, posting notices. But is there a phrase, something gun for succeed in? Posting help, posting notices. Well, thumb attacks can be a help, posting notices. Or that glue that they use on those big billboard notices. Don't get it? Small fuss, flipped over drink, non-alcoholic. Ooh, I was thinking a small might be S, and then a fuss might be an ado, but you flip over ado to get a soda, which is a drink non-alcoholic. All right. Changing sides in boorish form. Changing sides I've seen before, meaning change an L to an R. I wonder if there's a word for boorish that has one or both, and you flip them. Or it might be flipping the first and last letters for boorish, and it's going to be form, mold, moored. No, I don't see that. All right, very poor first pass. Proportions, half if that's. Ah, yes, I think there's a hidden clue in there in half if that's, and that would be fifth, and that is a proportion. And I think half if that's you take away 50% of it. Yeah, that is. Oh, I think you have to just say half if that. Yeah, and take away 50% of that. I think that's it. All right, now I wish they showed the delineation between the words, but yeah, I think it is. What do you say when you're with your friends and you say, I think I'm done for the night? Yeah, or out like a light. But then what'll keep nobleman warm? Blanket of some kind. Down? Yeah, maybe down as in a down comforter, down whatever, quilt. Down for the night? Yeah, I think that's right. Funny definition, though. Could this simply be stride for step, but not have travel, travel with long steps? Well, it's, a single step. What was that noise I made? A single step might be a stride, but I think you can also say if you stride somewhere. But what's this not have? Yeah, now I'm wondering if we start with stride, remove half of it, and then put in something for travel. Oh, I think I see it now. I think step not half is saying just take ST, and then travel is ride. And you put it all together. Yeah, it's funny. I would have thought, I did think of step as being the same as a stride, but that's all right. Ooh, something elbow. Sporting affliction, of course, tennis elbow. And it's an anagram, are recovered from intense blow. That's great. Love that. Here's our barber is. Oh, could it be Sweeney? We're told, very nearly vertical. Barber of Seville. Who's another famous barber? Samuel Barber. Very nearly oh, steep, maybe. But that doesn't necessarily mean very nearly vertical. And then, yeah, what would that sound like? No, I should be able to get my mess up drink request. Tipple, let me pause and run through the alphabet. Yeah, it's not the mess up. I was thinking of like to make a hames of something, like I'm making a hames of this. But no, just like to rumple, and rum is the drink. Ooh, so that, so involved. A decision for intellectuals says, oh, maybe up to, like that's a decision for somebody else. Well, that's up to the, so involved. Oh, yeah, up to, and that Y is going to be in the second position. So involved. Let me pause and run through the letters for this one. Well, I wasn't getting it, so I did have to go to wordplays.com. Yeah, I'd never considered a vowel there really. EY, of course, I. Uh, so up to the, now I would have said up to your, I'm up to my eyeballs in it. But apparently there's also, and of course this makes more sense for the, I should have thought intellectuals, highbrows, or for a Cockney, eyebrows. Yeah, but I've only ever heard up to your eyeballs anyway. I'm sure the other one is right too. All right, meet up with Carol. She's not on time. What is this one? Oh, is it? I think it's an anagram of meet and Carol. Yeah. And then she's not on time is the definition. Yeah, let me pause and work this one out on paper. Oh, of course, a late comer. My goodness. Not on time. Oh, of course, very nearly vertical would be sheer. I don't know. I really think there's something psychological going on here that when the Everyman switched to the Observer in this new format, I think it just did something to my brain. That's my excuse, but if anyone else has experienced the same, please let me know. Oh, and of course, a barber, shear, I think it's barber as a verb to shear, Shear. Yeah, I definitely should have got that one. All right, further. Oh, it must be. Further is also, and regularly unnecessary refers to allusion. All right. Well, this looks like overact. Oh, ham. Oh, and of course, here's another case of deliveries. I should have thought of cricket and over. One is A, 100 is C, tons is T, and as ham this'll do. Yeah, very misleading the way that was written out. Makes it look like it's wordplay, but that's the definition. All right. Alas, sadly, oh, and also ran. Ah, yes, alas, sadly, anagram of that. And it admitted, yeah, and then R is admitted into that, and then everyman ultimately at the end. Yeah, funny having also and also ran. Are we going to have any similar pairs, I wonder? All right, source of music. That's long and high. Well, ALT, altitude, Oh, I think it's, no, I think it is an instrument that is very long. Oh, and I can't spell it. But that you would find it up high in the Alps. Alpenhorn, I think that's it. All right, bags of salt in small amounts. Oh, pinches. I think bags, as in steels, can be pinches, and then salt in small amounts, pinches. Oh, commit burglary must be rob, and then with, yes, the mafiosi uptown in the end gives us the IN, and a robin will sing. Against, or maybe against, or it could be sold, some past tense verb, I presume. Oh, yeah, I'm thinking Dutch is simply the D at the end. And then is plonk wine? So then, yeah, I think sold will be the definition. Ooh, I'm now wondering about my Alpenhorn, because auctioned would fit, but I don't think it would, doesn't really help with church. Yeah, against church boxing. No, that's my, oh, that still could be tankard. Let me put it in. I mean, is canter hard? What will that do for departures? Oh, well, A, I think it might be the A sides of records that are listed in the charts. And asides? I thought an aside was a something you said, but maybe because it's a departure from the conversation, I don't know. And then what would this be? Oh, that's capital. Ending in G. Do I know any capital? I do have an O for Oxford, I suppose. A German. Oh, German might be D. And then Bill. That might be there. AC. I don't know any capital with those letters. Unless it's capital in a financial sense. Hold on. That was that one. This one, when I paused to drink my water, succeed in. But then I thought, oh, maybe it is getting help posting notices. And for some reason, I thought of a nail gun. Now, I've never seen anyone use a nail gun to put up notices, but I'm sure some people do. And I think to succeed might be to nail it, and then rev is gun. That's very strange. All right, now our against. Oh yeah, it is looking like it might be auctioned. Against might be V for versus, or oh, it could be con, a pro or a con. Sold, confined, consigned can, I think, mean sold. Against church, boxing plonk. No, I think the church boxing something would be the C. CE? Ah, yes, and that's going to box a plonk. And then the D for Dutch. I don't know any word that looks like that. Oh, what is going on with my capital? It must be, I suppose, an African country that has that. All right, I'm going to pause and look up what capital city that is. All right, I've gone terribly wrong today. I need a holiday. Nail gun is wrong. I'm a little relieved, actually. Although it made sense to nail something with gun under it. Anyway, and I think my Alpenhorn is wrong. Although again, that made sense. And I think tankard is wrong. I think this one is outstanding. I went to word plays and I had to remove one by one the letters I had. And the first word they had was outstanding. Of course, if something is capital, it's outstanding. Oxford University, OU, often admitting a German bill and later another. I don't get the wordplay. Yeah, maybe outstanding isn't right either. Oh my goodness. Because actually, now that I look at it, I don't think there's going to be a three-letter word, I something N, other than Ian, ion. Yeah, maybe I was right with it. I just saw outstanding and I thought, oh yeah, that is capital. And it begins with OU. Often. Now I see, I don't know if the often refers to Oxford University being OU, or it's its own word, admitting a German bill, and later another. Yeah, this is, because now also I'm looking at, that looks very, very unlikely. Tanstead, changing sides in boorish form. No, oh my goodness. All right, I think I'm going to get rid of my outstanding too. and really go back to the drawing board. And which ones do I feel confident in? I mean, I'm not 100% sure about pinches either, but no, I think that must be right. Also ran, very confident in that, perhaps unwisely. Let me look up and see if there's another form of the alpenhorn. Now I'm going back to alpenhorn. I think it is very long and high, referring to the Alps. All right. So therefore outstanding is wrong. All right, let me go back to word plays for this now. Oh my goodness. Well, funnily enough, word plays did not have any words fitting this pattern. So then I went and found a list of 11-letter capital cities, and there is one in Africa, but it doesn't end in G. So Burkina Faso, I'm sure you all knew, Ouagadougou. So there is OU, actually there's a U there, but I think it's this OU, often admitting, I don't know, okay, maybe that is the U for Oxford University. Often admitting A, German, Bill is ad. Oh no, that U, oh my goodness, there's so many U's. And later another, or maybe later another OU. Oh, maybe also another German. I think this must be right, but my goodness, what a voyage. I'm sorry you had to sit through all of this. If anyone else had similar problems, please let me know. Oh, not down for the night, down for the count. Oh, all right, in a boxing match. Down for the count, yes. What'll keep nobleman? Oh, well, you don't necessarily have to. Do you have to have your eyes closed to be down for the count? I don't watch boxing, but anyway, maybe Everyman is taking a little bit of license there. All right, yes, I should have thought of count. Yeah, because I don't know why I thought night as a homophone when there's absolutely no indication of a homophone. Yeah, I'm having a shocker today. On the other hand, I do think this is tankard, and I just do not get the spoonerism. I am wondering if it's something hard. But that doesn't really make any sense either. All right. Oh, maybe my nail gun is right. Then I did like that one. So now that I have the C, that might help with my sold. Oh, if you're sold on an idea, you're convinced. The plonk is van, and against is con. And then the church, oh, is here, CE, and together those two are boxing in the wine, the van, and then D for Dutch. What a journey. What a roller coaster. All right, this is then C and S, changing sides. Yeah, boorish might be crass, but you change the R to an L to get a class for a form. I'm very glad that one is over. All right, I will submit that. I'll put in my name and address later. And name of my firstborn. All right, well, yeah, I don't know what to say about that other than I'm very glad it's all over. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day.